everyone, I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to crochet the cabbage stitch, or the cabbage patch stitch as it's sometimes referred to, as this is a wonderful crochet stitch to work. It features this really unique look here on the front and texture, and then this is the back. The design is still there, it's just a little bit more muted. One thing to note when working this pattern is that as you work, your fabric is going to shrink or condense up a little bit. When I started, my foundation chain seemed to be about an inch, maybe an inch and a half longer than my final fabric. Just because of these cross double crochet stitches, they're going to pull it in a little bit closer. So that's just something to be aware of as you are working this pattern. Your final fabric will not be as long as your foundation chain. Today for the tutorial, I'm going to be using a little bit of a worsted or medium weight yarn. This is the Heatherly yarn by Knit Picks and We Crochet. I'll also be using a 5mm or an H8 crochet hook. There's a link down in the description of this video to my yarn. Down in the description, you'll also find a direct link to the free written instructions, which are on richtexturescrochet.com. And you'll find a link to my Amazon shop, where you will find some of my latest crochet books, one of which is Intermediate Crochet Stitches. It's a collection of just over 100 of my favorite textured stitches. That also have some color in that with them, so you can take a look down there. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook format. So thank you so much for joining me. While you're here, I invite you to take a look around. Don't forget to subscribe. This channel is updated every single week with free crochet patterns and stitch tutorials. Let's grab our hooks and yarn and get started. Our stitch today is worked in rows. We're going to start by making a slip knot. You're then going to work a foundation chain, and your foundation chain will need to be a multiple of 4 stitches plus 3. Today I'm going to go ahead and chain 23 chains. There's 20, which is my multiple of 4, plus 3 more. For 23. Once you have that foundation chain worked, you're going to begin row 1 by working 4 double crochet stitches into the 5th chain from your hook. So count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and work 4 double crochet stitches. You're then going to skip the next 3 stitches and work 4 double crochets into the next chain. You're going to repeat this all the way across, skip the next 3 stitches, and work 4 double crochets into your next stitch all the way across until 2 chains remain. When you come all the way across and have 2 chains remaining, you're going to skip the next chain and work 1 final double crochet into that final stitch. You can then chain 3, which counts as a double crochet stitch, and turn your work. We're now going to work a series of sort of crossed double crochet stitches. How we're going to do this is we're going to skip the first or the next the first 4 stitches. So we have 1 stitch at the base of our turning chain, 2, 3, 4. Into the top of your next stitch, you're going to work 1 double crochet. Chain 2. Now working behind the double crochet just worked and the chain 2, we're going to work a double crochet back into the second skip stitch. So we had this stitch at the base of our turning chain, then our next stitch is right there. So if you want to count, there's 1, 2 stitches, and then this next one right here. So in behind, you're going to just insert your hook and work 1 double crochet stitch. I'll show you how to do that again here on the other side. You're then going to skip the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, and then work behind the double crochet and chain stitch just worked and double crochet into the first skip stitch. So there's 1, 2, and then that first skipped stitch, double crochet into it. You're going to repeat this all the way across. Skip 1, 2, 3, the next 3 stitches, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, working in behind the double crochet and chain 2 just worked, work 1 double crochet back into the first skipped stitch. Repeat this all the way across until you have your turning chain remaining 1 stitch. When you come all the way across and you have that turning chain remaining, you're going to work 1 double crochet into the top of your turning chain, chain 3, and turn. You may need to kind of stretch it out a little bit because it's been pulled together. Now for row 3, we're simply going to find the next chain 2 space. Make sure your stitches, your chain's not twisted or anything like that. You want to pull them back into their normal places. Into this chain 2 space, you're going to work 4 double crochet stitches. Next, you're going to repeat this all the way across. Find your next chain 2 space, into the chain 2 space, work 4 double crochets. And repeat this all the way across for your row 3. When you come all the way across to your final turning chain, work 1 double crochet into the top of the turning chain, chain 3, turn your work, and now for the rest of the pattern you're simply going to repeat your rows 2 and 3. So your row 2 was the cross double crochet stitches. Skip those next 3 double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, working in behind, find in this case it's your second skip stitch, so you have your first at the base of the turning chain, then that next stitch, insert your hook, work a double crochet, skip the next 3 stitches, double crochet into the next, chain 2, and repeat. That was your row 2. You're going to repeat rows 2 and 3 for as long as you would like, then fasten off, weave in your ends. And that's all there is to working this fun and attractive cabbage patch stitch. So thank you so much for joining me once again. Don't forget to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Until then, happy crocheting. Bye.